have taken a first-quarter lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one gives the Bucks a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Steps away to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rondale Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Williams brings it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Preston Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Powers through him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a throw here, hauled in.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a 2nd down and 6. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me, is the book on him has to change. You've got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught once again by Brown. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. The Saints 32-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
2nd and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Damian Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This is something that we saw quite a bit in Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A big play there on the catch and run. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw here. That's swung out wide to Harris. Powering his way forward. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Odell Beckham
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Buccaneers 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be caught by Anderson. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They're going to look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there just before halftime.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
No, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Working with a second and 4.
They'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Going right back to Akers.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And finally he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Open man is Robbie Anderson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Again, it's Harris on second down. Pushes him over. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
35. Buccaneers 28. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7.
And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Christian Wilkins able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
He'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in by Anderson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. It'll buy some time. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Harris. Runs over him.
127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
On first down, Akers. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Cam Akers,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
2nd down and inches. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have 35.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This is Harris. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Pass complete to Harris.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Harris. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it as a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for New Orleans, their good start continues as they get